Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on a new episode of Kekkai Sensen and Beyond, or you could call it Blood Blockade Battlefront and Beyond on episode 9. Now, this episode right here, it actually picks off in last week's episode. This one's just part 2. But aside from that, this episode is actually pretty cool. Not too bad. Aside from that, let's just get this started. We have to it that, somewhere around the beginning of the episode, which is really kind of funny in a certain sense, we had to it that Chain is actually drinking with her werewolf buddies or her friends whatsoever, and they all got all drunk all of a sudden, and she misses out on a mission. Steven, on the other hand, was calling her to have some help because Libra's on the fact to try to stop Real-san from rampaging around the city. But apparently she broke her phone in a drunken way, so there was no way of getting her help. We also had to it that Rio did not like this site at all. He remembers back then of how Leo actually cared for him as a friend and treated him in the same equally manner. When someone was teasing him about having his arm broken when he caught a baseball to protect his Sonic Monkey friend, apparently Leo did not like this, and of course headbutts the guy for not apologizing, etc. But of course, they all ran like hell, of course. Pretty funny. Of course, there was a scene with another giant against Rio, but after Rio took some damage from human gunfire, he goes into a bigger giant monster, and that giant monster who guards the city whatsoever ends up running away, and everyone's like, oh wow, what the heck, kind of thing. And then that's where Libra comes in and tries to stop Rio from rampaging. Of course, Rio, on the other hand, does not move at all because he doesn't like this at all. Of course, with the help of the Doctor and Leo and Sonic Monkey Brains, or Sonic the Monkey, we have to it that they work together in order to have Sonic the Monkey enter Rio's brain or body. With the help of Leo's eyes, they managed to track down the virus, the bacterial virus whatsoever, from causing any more damage. Of course, that bacteria terrorist, in a certain way, that was using Rio as a host, he was close to making Rio go rampage mode by having some kind of a certain way to control his nerve systems, and puts an anti-rejection serum in there so he doesn't resist. And we had to it that Sonic the Monkey managed, with the help of Leo and the Doctor's eyes and inventions, we had to it that they managed to destroy the bacteria terrorist in time before he could do anything worse. And of course, Rio ends up shrinking down, and Sonic the Monkey managed to get out of there before he was about to be shrunk with him or killed. Of course, when the next day came, Zap ends up scolding or lecturing Chain for missing out on a mission, apparently, and she does feel remorse for it. She ends up explaining that she had a drink out with her friends, apparently, and ends up being a little drunk. And we have to it that's inexcusable, etc. And we have to it that Leo goes you are one to talk, Zap. You're just complaining yourself about what's going on here and there while she went out for a drink out. While you, on the other hand, got yourself injured because you tried to swindle someone for some money for food. Not to mention, you weren't even on this case because you were in a hospital and causing your own mayhem by hitting on three different nurses. So pretty much Zap ends up freaking kicking Leo in the head, of course, and we have to it that Chain was not happy about this when Zap is also the one not part of the mission because of his own stupidity or his own mayhem, hitting on three different nurses, and him trying to swindle people out of money and gets beaten up, gets sent to the hospital. So it's like this. At this scene, Zap scolds and lectures Chain for not being there for the mission while everyone else in Libra is putting their life on the line to stop the Rio, who became a giant, from rampaging around the world. While Leo, on the other hand, scolds Zap for look, you are the one that got yourself injured because you tried to swindle out someone for money, and you've been hitting on three different nurses at a hospital and that's your excuse for not being there at all. And that Chain gets mad at him, and of course gets into a ridiculous monstrosity fight, etc. Well, not a fight, but I'll get to that in just a moment. Leo thinks about Ryo-san, who apparently turns very small when he accidentally stepped on him. And of course, Leo, on the other hand, says that there is a way to try to turn you back to normal. But Ryo says, nah, it's okay, I like being where I am right now. And of course, it ends up in a funny way with Ryo being picked up by a bird and gets flown away. And Leo's like, no, Ryo, where are you going? And then Ryo is just laughing in a comedic way of like him in his predicament. And of course, there was some kind of post-credit scene of what happened to Zap, apparently. Apparently, he got sent to a hospital again because he got, like, a bunch of swollen face from hand marks or slaps, possibly. And this is from freaking Chain, obviously, because there's no way Zap would get sent to the hospital for, like, for other injuries, except Chain would be the one to injure him almost all the time, every time, etc. But aside from that, we have to it that next episode is going to involve maybe a mother, etc., which is the preview in the next episode, etc. So yeah. So another simple words of this episode right now that I can really tell you off right now is that this is part 2 from part 1 in last week's episode. This is where Ryo gets stopped with the help of Leo's eyes, Sonic the Monkey, and the Doctor's inventions. They managed to stop the bacteria terrorists from causing any more damage with Ryo's body, etc. And of course, like freaking Chain is having a drink out with her friends, and Zap, on the other hand, scolds Chain-san for missing the mission. But Leo, on the other hand, helps Chain out by telling Zap off by saying, you swindled someone out for money and you got sent to the hospital because of your own stupidity. Second, you weren't there for the mission at all because you've been hitting on 3 different nurses at the hospital. So what the hell are you talking about? That was pretty funny. And of course, Chain, on the other hand, and it's already somewhat confirmed in a certain way. Well, I think it's already confirmed that Chain beats up Zap so hard that he got sent to the hospital again. Pretty funny. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm off as people. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo!